Hello and welcome back to the GCP-Mindset channel. Today we'll talk about protecting patient data in clinical trials.
Welcome to the GCP-Mindset channel and all topics on clinical research.
Let us begin with understanding the importance of data protection in clinical trials. In the ever-evolving landscape of clinical research, data protection has emerged as a critical concern. Ensuring the confidentiality and security of participant information is not only a legal requirement, but also an ethical responsibility. With increasing digitization and global collaborations, clinical trials must comply with stringent data protection regulations, such as the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, in the EU, and the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or HIPAA, in the US. This guide will provide an overview of the key aspects of data protection in clinical trials, covering regulatory frameworks, challenges, best practices, and the role of a data protection representative. Let us start with understanding data protection regulations. The GDPR, introduced in 2018, is the primary regulation governing data privacy in the EU. It sets strict rules on how personal data should be collected, processed, and stored. The key principles of GDPR include lawfulness, fairness, and transparency, ensuring that participants are informed about data usage. Purpose limitation means that data should only be used for specified research objectives. Data minimization ensures that only necessary data is collected, while accuracy and storage limitation require that data be kept up to date and not retained longer than necessary. Integrity and confidentiality demand that data be securely stored to prevent unauthorized access, and accountability mandates that organizations demonstrate compliance with GDPR requirements. GDPR also mandates explicit informed consent for data collection and ensures individuals have rights over their data, including access, rectification, and deletion, often referred to as the right to be forgotten. Clinical researchers must also conduct data protection impact assessments, or DPIAs, to identify potential risks and ensure secure data processing, particularly for cross-border transfers. In the US, HIPAA's privacy rule protects patient health information, imposing restrictions on data sharing and access. Globally, countries such as Canada and regions in the Asia-Pacific have their own regulations, making compliance in multinational trials complex but essential. Let us discuss the key challenges in data protection for clinical trials. One of the primary challenges is obtaining and managing informed consent. Researchers must ensure that participants clearly understand what data will be collected, how it will be used, and their rights to withdraw consent. This requires clear and accessible consent forms, with updates provided throughout the trial. Another challenge is balancing data usability with privacy protection. Data anonymization removes identifying information entirely, whereas pseudonymization replaces identifiers with pseudonyms, allowing researchers to analyze data while maintaining participant confidentiality. Both methods help protect privacy while ensuring that research remains meaningful. Clinical trials often involve multiple stakeholders, including sponsors, researchers, and regulatory bodies. Secure data transfer mechanisms such as encryption and standard contractual clauses, or SCCs, for cross-border data sharing ensure compliance and mitigate risks. Failure to properly manage data sharing can result in compliance violations and potential breaches. Now, let us explore the best practices for ensuring data protection in clinical trials. Implementing strong data security measures is crucial. Using encryption for data storage and transfer protects sensitive information from unauthorized access. Restricting access to authorized personnel only through controlled access systems further enhances security. Conducting regular audits and risk assessments helps detect vulnerabilities and prevent potential breaches before they occur. Prioritizing data minimization and retention policies is another best practice. Collecting only essential data reduces exposure to risks, while defining clear retention timelines ensures that data is not kept longer than necessary, aligning with regulatory requirements and ethical standards. Continuous training and awareness among research teams are vital. Educating staff on data protection protocols and regularly updating policies to align with evolving regulations create a culture of compliance within organizations. Ensuring that researchers understand their responsibilities in safeguarding participant data strengthens overall data protection measures. Emerging technologies also play a role in enhancing data security. Blockchain offers tamper-proof data records, while artificial intelligence, or AI, can detect anomalies and predict potential security threats. Secure cloud-based platforms provide additional layers of protection, ensuring that sensitive clinical trial data remains protected from cyber threats. Let us now examine the role of a data protection representative in clinical trials. A data protection representative, or DPR, is essential for ensuring compliance with GDPR and other regulations, particularly for non-EU sponsors conducting trials in Europe. Their responsibilities include overseeing data protection strategies, training staff on compliance requirements, conducting DPIAs, and monitoring regulatory changes. They also act as the primary contact for data subjects and regulatory authorities. By working alongside data protection officers, DPRs ensure that patient confidentiality is maintained while enabling research to progress ethically and legally. Finally, let us conclude with the importance of data protection in clinical trials. Data protection in clinical trials is a multifaceted challenge, requiring adherence to legal frameworks, ethical standards, and technological best practices. By prioritizing informed consent, data minimization, and security measures, researchers can maintain participant trust and ensure compliance with evolving regulations. The role of data protection representatives is becoming increasingly crucial as data-driven research expands. By embracing innovative technologies and fostering a culture of compliance, the clinical research community can continue to advance medical science while upholding the highest standards of privacy and security. Thank you for watching our video, and we hope that you found it informative. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content on clinical research.